Hi, I'm Susan Belsinger, and I'm getting ready to transplant some mustards into this bed. And what we did was we tilled the soil and added the amendments and then covered it with straw. And this way, when you go to dig a hole, look how soft and wonderful this soil is. It's just beautiful stuff and really light, not compacted. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to transplant some of these little mustards into this brassica bed. And so when you're transplanting, you want to pull off, see these little cotyledon leaves? They're the first leaves. Anything that looks dead or brown you want to pull off. And then if your plants are root bound, if they've been in the pot and they're starting to wind around, you want to loosen those up, and it's even okay to remove some of those bottom ones. And then you want to tickle this root ball. You don't want to mash it, but you want to loosen those roots up so that they can spread out instead of going in a circular motion, which they've been doing. And so this lovely soil, we're just going to put this in here, and we're not going to compact it. I'm just going to press lightly around there, and then I'm going to bring my straw back. And as you can see, it's not a very sunny day here, but this is perfect weather for transplanting because it isn't sunny. So again, I'm removing those leaves, loosening up the root ball, and then I'm going to put it in to the loose soil. Don't compact it, don't pack it down, and then pull the mulch back up around these babies. And so I sort of alternate as I go along. And as you can see over there, we've got mustards. We've got all the brassicas here. We've got kales, and we have, farther up on the other end, we have broccoli. And now I'm putting in some different frilly mustards. And the reason that we have all these plants together is because the butterflies that lay the eggs on the brassicas pretty much destroy the leaves. They mottle the leaves, they eat little holes in them. So we can just take a piece of floating row cover and cover this whole bed and protect them from having the eggs laid on them and the insects eating them, not to mention the rabbits and the deer. And this, in case you hadn't noticed, is a temporary deer fence. And the idea was to have a vertical barrier so that the deer can see it and not get in the garden. So we use surveyors or flagging tape and just put it up and down, and it's easily moved. Okay, I'm going to finish planting these, and then I'm going to show you my herb bed. Hi there, I'm Susan Belsinger, and I'm transplanting today. And as you can see, it's overcast, which is the perfect weather for transplanting. You don't want to ever do it in the hot sun. I'm just giving you the ABCs of it. So I have all these little plants right over here that need transplanting. They're getting root bound in their little market packs. Okay, so we have our soil, and I've dug the holes so that they're already ready. I don't have to keep the plants out for long at all. So here's some little tatsois that I'm transplanting, and I'm going to gently squeeze and push up from the bottom. And as you can see, we have a root ball happening here, root bound. So I'm just going to remove any yellowed or brown leaves. These are the cotyledons. They tend to dry up first like that. And I'm just going to tickle this plant, pull a little of that off the bottom so it doesn't keep growing in a spiral. And I'm putting it in my soil that's been amended. I'm tucking it in. I'm not going to compact the soil. I'm going to pull the mulch up around it, but not so that it's squeezed and it can't get air circulation. And then the most important thing, as you can immediately water the plant. And you don't want to drown it, so it's good to water it and let it settle in, and then let it sit for a minute, plant a couple more, and come back and give it a little bit more water. Again, remove those yellow cotyledon leaves. Don't need those. Tickle those roots. Place it in the hole that you've already prepared. Snuggle it up. Tamp it in gently. And then pull the mulch up around it and give it a drink. It's that easy.